Geometry. Good.
This triangle, his name is John.
Wait, what are we studying here, sir?
Rigid motions.
Rigid motions. Okay, go ahead.
So we're gonna be doing translation first, since it's the easiest one. This little triangle, his name is John. Right? John likes to run about and likes to move. But today we gotta tell John where to go because he doesn't know where he wants to go. So on this poorly drawn grid, I want to say, hey John, move down 3 spaces. And in my head, I have these imaginary lines, and I would count down 3 spaces. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And this point right here of John would move down here. Let's count up again. We move that point down there because he's moving. He's moving his entire body.
Okay.
And the next point, since it's the same point, you can just move it down right here.
But you have to tell the point how much space is to move.
Yeah. And 1, 2, 3. Like fairly about the same shape.
So you would draw the triangle on so every point you move it down. Oh, okay.
You have to move down every single point that is in the triangle.
To form the same shape.
To form the same shape. That is a rigid motion.
Gotcha.
That means rigid motion basically is a motion that you can move. You can move it however, but it has to be the same shape. That's why dilation is not a rigid motion, because if it shrinks or gets bigger, it's not the same shape.
What is a dilation again?
Dilation is something that shrinks or gets bigger. Like, you know how your pupils dilate.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, so that's why we say that dilation is not really a rigid motion. So translation is one of the easier ones.
Okay.
Let's get on to reflections. So
that's translation you just showed me.
That's translation.
Okay, so we're going on to which one now?
Reflection. So,
reflection. Like in a mirror.
Yeah, like in a mirror. So
okay.
This we're gonna reflect the same triangle.
It's like parallel. Yeah, like you know that thing I used to learn back in high school, parallel. Go ahead. It's been a long time.
I know. So we have John again. John likes to look at himself. He think he look good and all that. So he's gonna look into the y-axis. Like we're gonna look into the y-axis mirror. So this is the y-axis right here. We're gonna label that y. Label this x.
So the axis is the line.
Yes, the axis is the line. So John likes to look into the y mirror because he think he all fancy and cute like that. So when you look into the mirror, you see the same thing, but it's just reflected, right? So this point right here, if this is reflected, it's going to be at the same spot, but it's on the other side, right?
Right.
So basically, you're going to flip that over. So also another name for reflection is called.
But don't you have to use your ruler to flip it over?
No. Yeah, no. Using my imaginary boxes again, we're gonna count them over. So since this is like on the this is on the 1, we're gonna flip over 1. All right, we're gonna flip the point, basically, so it could be on the other side. Right, you're gonna do the same with this one. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay.
I'll point that down. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3. All right, right here, going 1, 2, 3. All to get the same shape. Boom.
Wow.
So that is reflection. Basically, reflecting it over any like line that there is.
Thank you, Tyler. Thank you. Who's your teacher?
Miss Salerno.
Miss who?
Miss Salerno.
All right, nice. Thank you.